Lesson 24, The Laughing King. My dear children, we had already learnt about the lesson, that is Scene 1 and Scene 2 we discussed in the first part, wherein we saw King Leonard, because of the spell, the magic spell of which Griselda kept on laughing, and his laughter annoyed not only the princess but also the queen. Now let's see in scene 3 and 4 what is going to happen. Scene 3. The wise men are holding a meeting with the ruler of the neighboring kingdom, King Ferdinand. The king enters the chamber, followed by the attendants. Now in scene 3 we have the wise men who are having a meeting with the ruler, a king from the neighboring kingdom, and his name is King Ferdinand. Now when the meeting is going on, the king enters the chamber. Chamber is the room, the place where the meeting is being held, and he was followed by the attendants. Wise men, Your Majesty, King Ferdinand has come with a complaint that thieves from our kingdom have stolen fruits from his orchard. Leonard, helplessly holding his sides and roaring with laughter. Ha ha, hoo hoo hoo. Ferdinand, in anger. How dare you laugh at my complaint? I will not put up with this sort of insult. I will soon be back with my army. Now here, my dear children, we see that the wise men are telling the king, that is King Leonard, that King Ferdinand from our neighboring kingdom has come with a complaint. And what is the complaint? The complaint is that thieves from our kingdom have stolen fruits from his orchard. So now this is a serious complaint. But what happens? King Leonard is still laughing, listening to the complaint. He keeps on laughing. He couldn't control himself. Now looking at this, King Ferdinand got angry and he says, how dare you laugh at my complaint? And I'm not going to put up with this sort of an insult. So he was really angry and he said, I will come back with an army to fight with you. Let's see what happens. Leonard, ha ha ha. Don't go, my friend. Turning to his wise men. Stop him, wise men. Ha ha ha. Stop King Ferdinand, wise men. But your majesty, what makes you laugh at the serious hour? Now here King Leonard knows that what he has done is wrong, but still he could not control his laughter. And so he tells the wise men to stop King Ferdinand from going away. Now the wise men are questioning the king. They are saying, in fact asking, but your majesty, what makes you laugh at the serious hour? Now what is the serious hour the wise men are talking about? Serious hour because the king from the neighboring kingdom, that is King Ferdinand, is angry and he is going to come back with his army. And still, why are you laughing, my king? This is what they mean by the word serious hour. The next paragraph. Leonard. Ha 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 ha. Sorry, I can't help laughing. Ha 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 ha. Due to which Griselda's magic. Ha 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 ha. Wise men. The witch's magic? Well, let's all go to Witch Griselda and request her to help the king. So now King Leonard is revealing what happened to him. He tells the wise men that I'm sorry, but I can't help laughing because of the spell, the magic spell given by Witch Griselda. And he continues to laugh. Now the wise men understand the reason for the laughter of King Leonard. And so what do they decide? They decide to meet the witch and request her to help the king. Scene 4. The Palace Garden. Now scene 4 is taking place in the palace garden. Now let's see what happens. The king enters with his wise men. They see the witch still sitting there with a frown on her face. So now here this scene is in a palace garden, and here the king is entering with his wise men, and the witch, that is witch Griselda, is still sitting with a frown on her face, means she is still angry. Wise men, "Oh, witch Griselda, our dear king is sick of laughing. Please free him from your spell." From the spell, Griselda, "No, no, no. Why did he laugh at me when I fell into the puddle?" Wise men, "Do forgive him, please." Leonard, trying to control his laughter, "I'm sorry, witch Griselda. Ha ha ha. I hurt your feelings when I laughed at you when you fell into the puddle. But because of your spell, I hurt my wife's feelings, and then my daughters and my friends by laughing at their misfortunes. Ha ha ha. I promise you, I'll never laugh at others. Ha ha ha." Now hear what happens. The wise men are pleading with witch Griselda to remove the spell so that the king, who is laughing all the time and he's sick of laughing, can be free from the spell. Now witch Griselda is already angry, and so she says, "No, no, I am not going to do this because he was laughing when I fell into the puddle." So the wise men are asking forgiveness. They say, "Please." And so King Leonard continues to say, "I'm sorry," and he's still laughing, and he is saying, "Because of the spell, I have not only hurt you, but I have also hurt my wife, my daughter, and my friends as well. And at the wrong time, I was laughing, and so I promise you I'll never again laugh at others." Next paragraph. Griselda, "Since you are sorry about your behavior, I'll give you one chance. But if you ever laugh at anyone's trouble, King Leonard..." Okay, so now Griselda is a little mellowed down, and she says, "Okay, I accept you're sorry because you know that you have behaved in a very wrong manner, and so I give you one more chance. Mind you, you should not laugh at anyone's trouble." Leonard, "Never, never again. Hoo hoo." Griselda, "Shung mung zung. Back to your normal self, King Leonard." Now, King Leonard is out of the magic spell. He is free, and now at last he will stop laughing. Leonard, "At last I have stopped laughing. What a relief. Thank you very much, witch Griselda. Thank you. Now I will write a letter of apology to King Ferdinand. I'll get a set of new plates for my queen. Bring my daughter Cynthia. I'll stick a plaster on her poor finger. But first, let me present a new dress to dear old witch Griselda. 3 cheers for the king." So all of them are cheering for the king. Why? Because the king is now out of the spell, and he says, "What a relief," and he thanks witch Griselda. Now what is the king going to do? He is going to write a letter of apology to King Ferdinand. What is a letter of apology? Apology means he's going to write a letter saying sorry for what he has done. And then the king is going to buy new plates for the queen, and he also requests the daughter to be bought, and he's going to plaster her poor finger, which was cut while she was picking up the broken pieces of plates. But before all these things, King Leonard wants to buy a new dress for witch Griselda. And when all these things are happening, everyone around are happy that king is out of the magic spell. And so they say cheers, 3 cheers for the king. So the story ends on a happy note. Thank you.